Why forced positivity doesn't work. The truth about negativity bias. Imagine waking up in the morning and looking at yourself in the mirror. You smile, you take a deep breath, and you say the words that countless self-help books, motivational videos, and social media posts have told you to repeat. I'm happy. I'm confident. Everything is going to work out. I am successful. For a moment, it feels good, but then something strange happens. A voice deep inside your mind whispers, "No, you're not." And suddenly, the feeling disappears. The affirmation that was supposed to make you feel stronger somehow makes you feel worse. If you've ever experienced this, you're not alone. In fact, studies suggest that when you're already struggling with negative thoughts, forcing yourself to think positively can sometimes backfire. Not because positivity is bad, not because motivation doesn't work, but because your brain is designed to reject what it doesn't believe. You cannot fool your brain with words. You can repeat, "I'm happy," 1,000 times. But if deep down you feel stressed, overwhelmed, exhausted, or afraid, your brain immediately notices the mismatch. And when that mismatch becomes too large, your mind pushes back. It's almost as if your brain says, "Wait a second, that's not true." And the more you try to force positivity, the more resistance you feel. But why? Why does the brain do this? Why would the mind reject thoughts that seem helpful? To understand this, we need to go back thousands of years. Long before smartphones, long before emails, long before social media, long before modern life. Back to a world where survival was uncertain every single day. A world where danger could be hiding behind any tree. A world where one mistake could mean death. Our ancestors didn't live in comfortable homes. They didn't have grocery stores. They didn't have police departments. They didn't have hospitals. Every day was a fight for survival. Predators roamed the land. Enemy tribes could attack without warning. Food was never guaranteed. The environment itself could become deadly. In that world, being optimistic wasn't enough. Being alert was essential. The people who constantly looked for threats had a better chance of surviving. The people who noticed danger first lived longer. The people who worried about what could go wrong were often the ones who stayed alive. Meanwhile, the people who were too relaxed, too distracted, or too trusting sometimes didn't survive long enough to pass on their genes. Over thousands of generations, the human brain evolved accordingly. It became a threat detection machine. Its primary job wasn't happiness. Its primary job wasn't confidence. Its primary job wasn't fulfillment. Its job was survival. And survival required paying attention to danger. This ancient survival mechanism still exists inside your brain today. Scientists call part of this phenomenon negativity bias. Negativity bias is the brain's tendency to give greater attention, importance, and emotional weight to negative experiences than positive ones. At any given moment, if your brain has to choose between focusing on a possible threat or a possible reward, it will usually choose the threat first. Not because you're weak, not because you're broken, not because you're a negative person, but because that's exactly how the human brain evolved. Think about it. If your ancestors ignored a predator, the consequences could be fatal. If they ignored an opportunity for food, they might simply find food later. Missing a reward was inconvenient. Missing a threat was dangerous. So the brain learned an important rule: danger first, everything else later. And even though the world has changed dramatically, your brain is still running much of the same ancient software. The problem is that modern threats look very different. Today, most people aren't worried about predators. They're worried about deadlines, performance reviews, financial stress, relationship conflicts, social rejection, uncertainty about the future, a critical email, a negative comment, a disappointing result, a mistake. Yet your brain often reacts to these situations as if your survival is being threatened. Imagine receiving one negative email from your boss. Perhaps you've received dozens of compliments this month. Maybe you've completed projects successfully. Maybe your coworkers appreciate you. Maybe your family supports you. Maybe you've achieved goals that once seemed impossible. Yet, the moment that email arrives, everything else disappears. Your mind becomes obsessed with that one criticism. You replay it repeatedly. You analyze every word. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You lose sleep thinking about it. Why? Because your brain has identified a potential threat. And once it detects a threat, it prioritizes that threat above almost everything else. That's why one bad comment can hurt more than 100 compliments. That's why one mistake can overshadow years of progress. That's why one rejection can feel stronger than countless moments of acceptance. Your brain isn't trying to make you miserable. It's trying to protect you. The challenge is that the protection system was designed for a completely different world, a world where threats were physical and immediate. Today, many threats are emotional, psychological, and social. Yet the brain often reacts as if they're equally dangerous. And this is exactly why forced positivity often fails. Because deep down, your brain is still scanning for danger. If a part of you believes something is wrong, repeating positive statements without addressing the underlying fear can feel dishonest. Your brain resists because it senses unresolved uncertainty. Real transformation doesn't happen when you silence your fears. It happens when you understand them. The goal isn't to pretend negativity doesn't exist. The goal is to teach your brain that many modern challenges are not life-threatening, that criticism is information, not danger, that uncertainty is uncomfortable, not deadly, that failure is feedback, not destruction, that mistakes are opportunities to learn, not proof that you're inadequate, and most importantly, that you are safe. Because when the brain begins to feel safe, everything changes. The nervous system calms down. The fear response becomes quieter. Rational thinking returns. Creativity returns. Confidence returns. And positivity stops feeling forced. It starts feeling real. Music slowly rises. So if you've ever felt frustrated because positive thinking wasn't working, remember this. Your brain isn't fighting against you. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. The solution isn't forcing yourself to think positively. The solution is helping your brain recognize that the world has changed,